I'm going to give you a brief overview of how henna is traditionally used. So henna is a way of creating a design on the skin, traditionally on the hands and the feet. It is generally used for brides and grooms for their weddings. In India, the Middle East, and Africa, that's because that's where the plant naturally grows. It's supposed to be a way of creating luck as well as a physical adornment to make someone more beautiful. Several different religions use henna in their religious ceremonies, especially in their weddings. Henna actually comes from the henna plant. It is this plant that you're looking at right here. It grows in warm areas such as North and East Africa, the Middle East, and South Asia. And there are several different words that I am not going to attempt to butcher for henna, but you can see them right over here. It goes by several different names depending on your location. The word for the form of art is the same as the word for the actual plant itself. Like I said, they like really dry, not really moist areas, so they grow very well in deserts, and the hotter and drier it is, the darker and richer the dye is going to be. The wetter and colder it is, the lighter the dye will end up being. This is just a map of where all of the henna traditionally grows, red being more likely, green being less likely. The way that it stains your skin is that it actually binds to a chemical called keratin that's in all of your skin. And it's a safe way of dyeing it a reddish orange color. You can see the bar at the bottom. You can get everything from a very pale light yellow from older or weaker dyes all the way over to a really thick black design that you get from fresher, thicker designs on thicker skin. It just stains skin, which means it does eventually wear off as your skin exfoliates away in the next week to a month. And it tends to be used on the hands and on the soles of the feet because that's where your skin is actually the thickest. You have the most layers, meaning the dye can permeate those layers and bind better so you'll have it for longer. It is not a tattoo. A tattoo is actually injecting ink under the skin and into the skin. This is not. This is laying it on top of it. It doesn't hurt. It actually has a cooling effect, and it fades away. It is not a permanent design like the way a tattoo would be. It can be used on people of all skin tones because, again, you can get that range of very light to very dark, which will show up on everyone. This is actually just like looking at what your skin is. So when you have thinner layers, less layers of skin, it only goes through a couple layers. So you're only going to get a lighter design. Whereas where you have thicker, like on your hands and your feet, you can actually have more layers, which will give you a darker color. It'll continue to darken after you've applied the paste to your skin, and then it'll flake off as you. It flakes off as it wears and as your skin just naturally leaves your body. Because it binds to keratin, it actually stains fingernails as well because fingernails have keratin. It has some great antibacterial and antifungal properties and can actually be used as a sunscreen. People also use henna to dye their hair, and it will make it a reddish color, and it actually, because it binds to the keratin, will make it stronger and silkier, and it has been an effective use against ringworm, dandruff, and other fungal diseases, because again, it's antifungal. And here's just a lovely little picture of a camel with some henna on its back. Now, unfortunately, we are not going to actually be able to henna ourselves, given our situation right now. But we will be creating a paper version where you draw the designs. But that's it for right now. Bye-bye.